Oh, no, I do not want to hit continue. Oh, I messed up. Okay, so yeah, I've played this game an insane amount. It's absolutely awesome open world RPG sort of game. And it's the last... Basically, this is the last story that you're ever going to see the character Geralt of Rivia. Which he has an amazing backstory. Not only does he have 3 games, but there's also 7 books and multiple short stories all about his character. So there's just tons of lore. This world is just... It's very, very full of lore. It's an amazing game. If you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. But if instead you're going to watch my playthrough, well, you are in for a treat. I don't know how long I'm going to make this. Like, the amount of content that's in this game, like I have all the expansions as well. Like, I could easily put this into 100 episodes. And it still be like a mediocre playthrough. Like, there's just so much stuff that's in this game. So I don't actually know. I am going to put it on the hardest difficulty. I've beat it on Blood and Broken Bones before, which is the second hardest difficulty. But now we're going to try and do a Death March run through. Which I believe I've played a bit of the game on Death March. Ho ho ho, yeah. Here we go. So like, this difficulty was pretty insane as it is. But this one, oh man, is it ever brutal. Yeah, we'll simulate the Witcher 2 save. So basically, as this animation's going through, I'll give a quick rundown of the whole story here. So basically, there are 2 main empires. There's the Northern Realms, and there are the Nilfgaardian Empire. So basically, they're at war. Nilfgaard is invading, and the Northern Realms is trying to repel their attacks. There's also ongoing conflicts between non-humans and humans. So like, the whole political backstory of this game is insane. They took the actual like backstory that was going on in the books, which was like the main progressing point of the books, and put it directly into the game. So it's like, bam, it's really good. And as I said before, you play as Geralt of Rivia. He's a Witcher, and the Witcher are basically monster hunters for hire. Normally, they're politically neutral in all events, but Geralt somehow keeps getting roped up in all of this. And yeah, I'm not going to say how he keeps getting roped up in all of it. If you know the game or know the books, you know exactly what the heck's going on. But for those of you who don't know, you're going to find out, and it's going to be awesome. This whole game is just awesome. I love it. I haven't played it in quite a while. I actually think when the newest expansion, what's it called? Blood and Wine. Last time I played it was when that expansion came out, and I literally sat down and I played the whole expansion from start to finish because it was just so good. Like, it doesn't really have much to do with the main storyline. Like, it's its own adventure on its own. Same with Heart of Stone. Like, they're just... CD Projekt Reddit is my favorite game developer just because of this game. This is the only game I've played by them, and it's just fantastic. And on top of all that, they have an awesome in-game mini-game, I guess you could call it, Gwent. It's a card game. It's sort of like Magic the Gathering, I guess, if I was going to compare it to like a real-life game. It's similar, but it's a lot more simplified. But it's still also really fun. I don't know how much time I'm going to spend doing that, but I think it's going to be maybe a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I might do that storyline as well. You don't really get much from it, but you get like its own side story just from playing Gwent, which is really cool. Like, this whole game is just awesome. The more I talk about it, the more I'm getting excited to actually play the game again. Because it's just so damn good. Like, even if you just focus on the story missions and don't do any of the side quests or Witcher contracts, this campaign is still like an 80-hour campaign. Like, it's a major commitment to just start this game, and it's just so good. Getting all giddy just thinking about it. I'm excited for this. Even though I already know what's gonna happen. I'll try not to spoil it. I'll keep, like, spoilers to a minimum. And there he is, in all of his glory, Geralt of Rivia. And the graphics on this game are just awesome. Just so good. The whole game's good. I can't say one negative thing about this. Maybe, no, I can't.
You know I don't find that amusing.
So I think for this playthrough I'm gonna let all the cutscenes actually play out. As you know, just gotta build on that story.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So basically, Ciri is your ward. She was orphaned, to say the least, and Geralt took her in. And is training her to also become a Witcher.
So, later.
And also, look at the scars.
See you later.
Clearly, he's been in a fight or two. And in every game, he basically gets a whole new edition of scars. It's great. You can see the bite marks on his shoulder just well laid out there. It's good. So good. Character develop. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna stop blabbering on here and just focus on the game. Oh man. So basically, yeah. That character is a sorceress. Her name's Yennefer of Vendabag. I suck with names. Anyways, she's Geralt's main love interest in the books. And as you can see here, clearly they have like the happy little home going on. And here we go. Actually playing the game now. Okay. It has been a while, as I said, since I played the game, so I am going to keep the tutorials going on there.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
So yeah, as a Witcher, you get the convenient skill of being able to activate your Witcher senses, which basically make certain items highlighted, and if you're doing an investigation in order to progress the story, it really just makes it a lot easier. Because you could just like press L2 and it's like, there it is, right there, nice and highlighted in red.
Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Like, look at that. That's how they trade? On little tiny pools?
Master. These lessons so
Like,
boring they put
that
me to
is-
sleep too.
Damn it.
It's ridiculous. And if they're just training as a child, like, come on.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. If she wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell
So this
not?
sort of follows the theme of the whole choose your own
She's gonna do
adventure
what
thing.
she's told.
You like that about her.
Like, you can't change the... Well, you can change the ending outcome. There's like a couple of different endings that you
This
can
has to
get.
end. Now.
but
Killing monsters is
they don't
not something to be taken
actually. Now that
lightly.
I'm thinking about it, this whole
Ciri
game
must
can be
understand
changed
that.
quite a bit, and like the
She's
open
doing
world
all
does
this.
alter based on your
I'll
decisions.
see you below.
Like, I'll point out some of the major ones at least, because there is quite a bit of choice that goes on in this game, and it's really hard to figure out what's right and what's wrong. Everything's sort of gray area in this world.
Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
Like, can't be more than 10 years old here. Oh man.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette.
And it gets even more impressive.
Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think?
With a flip. And now just to, on top of all that,
Take off the
blindfolded.
blindfold.
Like, those Witcher senses
You've got
are
work to
on
do. Your
point.
reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
Still need to learn.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
So I'll explain that whole mutation
Better
thing in a
not.
moment here.
Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
Because that's a main part of the whole
Exactly.
Witcher thing.
So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Oh, of course we're going to run the walls. Because
Of course. Is it
I-
at your school or an elven bathhouse?
I definitely need the reminder here.
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
Oh, I can't even just... Oh, geez. Slow down here. So basically, in order to become a proper Witcher, what happens is they have to undergo these mutations. It's called the Trial of the Grasses. And only 3 in 10 people survive. It's very strenuous. It apparently strips some of emotion, but you're going to see that
I
all
tell you
these
about
Witchers that
breathing
you see in the
your
game,
mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
you're going to see that they all have their own character. They still definitely have emotion.
Ciri, cut it out.
But yeah, so the mutations that they endure during this Trial of the Grasses basically enhances their reflexes and makes them even more potent as fighters than they already were. So yeah, like as I said, this game has a massive backstory. Just all the way through, soaked with lore. So good. Whoop, whoop. There we go. And right now, I think for this weekend, it's on sale for like $24. But you know, for the amount of content that you get with this game, oh man, is it ever worth it. At least in the PlayStation Store. I don't know about Steam or any of that.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
Oh, you just got showed up.
So you did, Witcher. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you
Yep,
did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
that
Never
just shuts
pass
them
on
right
an
up.
advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Can't
Well,
argue with yourself.
You're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning.
Siri
grab a
with
sword.
the dummy. So yeah, I think this is just going to give me a quick little refresher on how to actually...
What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals
Fight.
or go right to free training?
Yeah, we're going to go fundamentals because
Should work on the basics.
Yeah.
Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Yeah, she'll learn by watching. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I remember how to do that at least. Ooh.
Quick cut. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Just trying to.
Strong strike.
Where's the blocking button?
Never lower your elbow when striking.
Because I know the main thing is if you block at the right time. Ooh, that's not it. That it completely. You get like a little counter attack, which is sweet. Staggers the enemy, so I'm gonna basically need that. Whoa. Here we go. Got the dodging going on. Come on, what you got? Huzzah! You ain't got squat. So basically the main thing that I found in the game is that you just normally dodge for 1 second. Yeah. So you normally dodge for people and then you roll out of the way for monsters because monsters have a lot more attack range.
Riposte. Strike. Counter
Yeah.
strike.
There it is. That's the counter strike that I was talking about. And then staggers and then you can just like get all the hits in, but it won't let me do that right now. Come on.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few Witcher's signs.
Okay.
Let's start with Quen.
Yes. I remember how the signs work.
Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
Come on. Yeah, there it is. So this is like one of the most useful
Ask
ones.
Igni, Geralt. I wanna
Oh,
see
I'm switching to
sparks
Igni.
fly. See? If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
So am I actually fighting him now? Yeah, I think so.
See that, Ciri? Hard will knock anyone or anything off balance.
Get the combo.
Nerve.
Come on, what you got? Come on, Vesemir, let's go.
Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Oh, geez, I'm just gonna beat him all the way up the boardwalk here.
Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
So yeah, it's cool. These are the only like magical spells. Oh, you.
Move by
That was cheap. But no, these are basically all the magical spells that you're gonna get in the game, but you can upgrade them as you go.
on the blow.
So like you get different abilities with them, which is cool. Oh, that's it then. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Oh, stand in one spot, hold R1. Oh yeah, and then highlight. Huzzah! Free training. Oh yeah, here we go.
Enough. Continue training.
Oh
at-
jeez! I wasn't ready. Tells me to put away the sword, and then he just comes for the G-Scot. That was unfair.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
Nope, not interested. She's gone.
As soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri?
Bum, 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 bum.
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
Oh, guess you can't call him a dummy, can ya? Oh look, a giant floating pirate ship. I bet this makes absolutely no sense all of a sudden.
No!
Yeah, so basically that was just a dream. Which is a cool way to actually do the tutorial. Have it as a dream, nothing actually changes the game about it. But it introduces you to all the characters. Ah! Well played, Project Reddit. Well played.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
So basically we pick up right where that opening cinematic
Take
left
forever
off.
to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Oh. Guess you're not getting out of this one, Geralt.
Started in the guest room at Caroline. Was relaxing in a tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it?
Oh.
She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed.
Yeah, so one of the things that you get to choose in this game is who Geralt's love interest
We'll
is.
find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those
So many
were
things you can
days.
choose in this game. Oh man.
Little she-devil.
Trying to
Trained kids
keep
who
the
were faster,
spoilers to a minimum.
stronger,
But it's like,
none
I
had
can just
her character.
talk for days about this game.
Didn't end well, did it? Your dream.
Nope.
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
Do 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 do. So basically, just to explain who the heck the Wild Hunt is, they were the people on the giant frozen ghost ship. What else can I say here?
Wait. Show me the
They're
letter
from a different
Might have overlooked something.
realm,
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to
and
meet
basically
Willoughby.
they're
That's
trying.
what she wrote. Meanwhile, one
No, I'm not
going
gonna spoil it.
to the ground. All we can do
I'm
is
just gonna
follow
leave
her
it. I think they
trail, so
do
Stop
explain it in the actual gameplay
Give
up
me the
here.
letter.
If not, I'll explain it later.
How about that? It does smell
Tons
lilac
of
and
game to
gooseberries.
go.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there.
But I
What's
can
this
spoil
supposed
the whole second game.
I still have the unicorn?
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
Oh, that's kinky.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How
But
far
basically,
behind
the whole
Yennefer are we?
game's like the first game and the second game. Geralt doesn't have his memory. He wakes up in the forest, and they bring him to Kaer Morhen, which is like the Witcher stronghold.
Muddled there.
And yeah, so basically, the first and second game are him trying to regain the whole memory thing,
Wait, hear that?
which he does with the help of Vesemir and Triss. A couple other characters that are going to be introduced here shortly. Okay, let's. Oh, got my first target. Let's go. Oh, he got a hit. Oh, not looking. That is your mistake. Oh, oh. So basically on this difficulty, I'm gonna probably die quite a few times. Like, I'm pretty good at the whole combat in this, but still, if I go up against anybody that's over my level, it's not gonna be that good. Oh geez. And every single monster has like its own attack sequence.
Of course, when armies
Whew.
pass, necrophages follow.
Yeah, own like attacks,
go
weaknesses.
before more show
It's very well done. Tons of different enemies in the game.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Oh,
You can
come on.
brew potions from their blood.
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory
Or it's
collapsed.
not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old.
So basically, they're not doing too well in the war.
Wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something.
Nilfgaard's really
Keeps us going.
pushing hard and winning this time. It's not the first time that they've been at war either. It's kind of a reoccurring thing. I think this actually might be the third war between the two, and Nilfgaard is like finally getting its hold right now.
Help me! Help!
Yeah, I don't know. You seem like you're doing fine. Not really, but you know. I guess this is literally what I'm paid to do. Oh yeah, you sure showed him. Vesemir, no! Picks up the whole horse. Oh jeez. So, that is a griffin. And they will mess up your day really quickly. There's only a couple of them actually in the game. Most of the big monsters that have the contracts, they're like starting to go extinct. Slowly but surely, thanks to the likes of me. But it's one of those rare encounters.
Sure I'd end up like my mare. Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Very comforting.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
So here's like one of the things.
You don't owe us anything.
Personally,
We helped.
I don't like to take money from things like this.
Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They
Or even
also
some of the
said
contracts, because like
straw.
you get a lot of money just from playing the game naturally.
Back to the trail.
Like I said.
So it's not something really to worry about. And it's like, makes you feel good. It's like, oh yeah, I got all the charity going on here.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No, but there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Excellent.
Bad idea.
Good to know.
Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know. Straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Where's the horse? There's the horse. Oh geez, let's not. No, come back. I didn't mean it. Roach. Why you leave me like this? Huzzah. So I think once I get to White Orchid,
So, the griffin
Orchard,
is close to the
now,
village.
one of the two.
Strange.
But I think that once I get to that point, I'm going to call it an episode. Good intro episode.
Here,
Happy with it. And we'll let all the fun stuff start happening after.
Flesh drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Yeah, so that was just basically saying about fast travel points. There's going to be quite a few of them throughout the game. Every town, village has one, so it just makes it a little quicker for getting around. So yeah, I'll just finish up this cutscene. And start up the next one shortly. But as I said, this is like a very, very long game. So don't expect me to make much progress here.
What?
Especially with the difficulty.
Down before there's trouble.
that is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
See, there's like a lot of internal strife as well. It's like,
My arse it is.
sit down. No need to be making a scene here. So, one of the things I said, like, there's that whole war going on. I don't directly get involved with the war, but my character does alter the outcome.
Freaks.
Sort of. Yes.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Gontaro
Mr.
Dim
Spencer.
sitting there in the
Now
background.
Griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Hey, free
Looking for a
food.
woman, raven-haired,
That
violet eyes,
sounds good to
dresses
me.
in black and white, riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah. Especially hard to forget this one.
Is the horse standing on the fence
Plenty
outside?
travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after all.
Gotta love the glitchy roach.
Thanks for everything.
Indeed. Okay. Well,
Master
as I said.
Witches, would you be of a mind to kill the griffin?
Nope,
Beast's a
nope,
scourge
cutscene's still
on our
going.
land. Only killed livestock at first, but it's got a taste for human flesh of late. We're afraid to set foot outdoors.
If someone will pay us, won't say no.
There's bound to be a contract out on the Griffin. Somebody has money. Always one person.
Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Okay.
You're here. Black One's been out.
And there is the end of our first episode of many